So a warm welcome to all of you, and thank you, Stephen and Vivian. I'm going to introduce them in a short while to all of you. So a warm welcome to all of you once more. No, it's kind of trying times, and thank you for joining. In a very interesting topic, I'm very excited to have Stephen from Belgium and Vivian from Italy, Rome, and it's a very interesting topic because we are going to talk about how the future on disciplined agile looks. We are kind of 9 months from where we started, and we wanted to see, from the experts who have done disciplined agile, how is the future all about on disciplined agile. So let me go into this. This is a little bit about my thing. Okay. So I will just skip this, and I'm going to straight away go to the introduction. Okay, just going to give a 5-minute thing on what is disciplined agile, and going to give you a journey of disciplined agile right from the foundation to the master level. And we are going to go straight away into the topic, and then we will follow at the end question and answers as an interactive sessions with our esteemed panelists. So that's what is the agenda, friends. So let's go into this. Okay, I'm going to skip this slide. Okay, so this is something about ProThoughts, learning solutions, all the things that we do in project management. We have started our offices in Middle East and Mauritius now, as well, besides India. So that's what it is. Okay, this is somewhere we write our content. So this is talkprojectmanagement.com. I will just open one video from PMI just to give you a context of disciplined agile, and then take my 2 minutes to put the context together. Please go through this video, everyone.
Disciplined Agile is a hybrid of the world's leading practices and methods that provides straightforward guidance to enable you to choose your way of working. It's a people-first, learning-oriented, hybrid agile toolkit that will enable you to effectively combine strategies from Scrum, Agile modeling, extreme programming, Kanban, Agile data, SAFe, and many other sources, so you can tailor and scale based on the situation you face. You'll be able to look beyond prescriptive Agile frameworks and get better results and reach true business agility faster. How does it all work? It all starts with process goals. Process goals are high-level process outcomes. Things like improving quality, coordinating activities, or exploring the initial scope of a project. To make a change, simply select the process goal most closely aligned with the change you want or need to make. Each of these process goals is elaborated by a process goal diagram. Process goal diagrams are visual depictions of the aspects, which Disciplined Agile calls decision points. You need to think through about the goal and several options to choose from. Each will have its advantages and disadvantages. To examine these advantages and disadvantages, Disciplined Agile provides option descriptions and trade-offs tables. With Disciplined Agile, instead of failing faster, you'll have the decision support to help you succeed sooner.
Brilliant. Okay, so this is a little bit about disciplined agile, and I will use the word that instead of failing faster, it helps you to succeed sooner. Like it acts like a wise coach to help you with what will be your good decision points so that you can succeed sooner in your projects. Okay, so disciplined agile, the world of disciplined agile has a lot of things which I'm not going to explain in any way through this, but just to give you an impression, it has a warehouse of knowledge, and it is a toolkit and a hybrid toolkit. What it means is it leverages from lot of available agile practices and gives you the right decision or the guidance given your context. So it helps you to remove all your administrative process overheads and suggest you the right thing given your whatever context or your situation it is. So this is a hybrid toolkit, and maybe at the sake of repeating just for the new people who are joined, so I'm just trying to get that on this. So just to explain what's a toolkit, okay, like a methodology, generally, it's like you have a set of ideas which you repeat over a period of time to deliver a result. I call it a methodology. Compared to that, a practice is like a scrum, which are set guidelines that you need to do, like they call it ceremonies. You have certain guidelines to do while managing the project. And when you actually tailor your practice, generally it is a methodology. Whereas disciplined agile is a toolkit which uses the different practices and the methods in agile so that it can help you to take decisions for a better and an effective outcome. So in essence, disciplined agile uses, okay, and does that heavy lifting, okay, leverages a lot of this practices available to give you the right solution. So before I introduce, just one more thing so that we set the context right. Okay, disciplined agile is designed, okay, to bring agility for the entire organization. And when I say agility, although many people would be aware about agility, it's the ability to rapidly change given the circumstances in a productive and cost-effective way. So that's what disciplined agile is. I'm going to set the context of disciplined agile because that's at the core of the things. And no, of course, you can read a lot of literature on our website, on PMI website, and get to know more about things. Would be happy to help as we move ahead as well. But this is what is disciplined agile. Now, I would like to move ahead a little bit and tell you that disciplined agile is used for everyone, okay, everyone, because it's for organization. It doesn't mean to be only for the IT folks, but across every function of the organization, because you want everyone to be agile to deliver value effectively for your customer. And for that, they have designed a journey depending on, okay, right from the starting level where we have one certification called DASSM, and then the for a little advanced one is Senior Scrum Master, Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master, which helps you to manage complex projects. And then the coach, which helps you to bring agility across the organization. So this is the level of certification from the start, okay, from the foundation to the master level. Now, I did it in a very quick way, the complete context, because, okay, I am eagerly waiting to discuss and talk with our panelists. So let me introduce you the panelists. So a very warm welcome for Stephane and Viviane. And no, it's I'm really grateful to both of them. Okay, come around. It's like little odd times, okay, for them. So thank you so much. Just to introduce Viviane, okay. I met Viviane in one of my classes, I think in January, and she brings a lot of infectious energy in the class, in the workshop, and it's a very positive energy. So a great asset to have in the class. I'm sure she would have been a great asset in the organization she had worked in. So it was good to know Viviane, and she has helped us in so many ways, and without telling us. So she's the first one to recommend certain things, take a charge about things. So it was great knowing Viviane, and she comes with a wealth of experience, and she has a lot of certifications behind her as well. So she was the right candidate for today's discussion. On a fun side, okay, she told me a lot of fun things. Okay, she loves to cook while managing the diet. I don't know how she does that, but great. Okay, okay. And then she loves to watch movies like all of us and look after her wonderful children. So So I think that takes away a lot of her time, and she manages to do a lot of other things. So great multitasker. That's what I get from that information. So thank you, Viviane. Thank you for joining this. And then we have Stephen. Thank you. And Stephen joins us from Belgium. And Stephen was one of the first candidates for our Disciplined Agile when we started it in August. So, and we are still connected. So that talks about a lot. Okay, we are still connected. And what I understood from Stephen is that he's a very curious learner. And he's sure about what he wants to do. So I think he knew that Disciplined Agile is, and he had done his research and he joined our batch. And he has really great experience across the spectrum. And I was asking them, give me one fun element, and Stephen is, I think, is more expert in other things than project management along with that. So he is, he does a lot of other things, and I was particularly interested in Asian cooking. So I think that's wonderful. It takes a long time in Asian cooking with a lot of ingredients. I don't know how you manage that, but I would love to have a separate session with you on that. And he's currently working on, which I am pretty excited, and I'm going to talk about that a little later, on a Disciplined Agile book publication. So I think he has done extensive research and study on Disciplined Agile. So thanks both of you. I think that's a lot of knowledge and a lot of things they know about Disciplined Agile. And I think it's going to be a very, very exciting session. At least I am looking forward, and hope all of you are looking forward to that. So thank you once more, and I'm going straight away to Viviane, okay, for my first question on the fireside chat. So Viviane, like you have worked with a lot of organizations. You have worked with many projects. You hold different certifications, across. You believe in that. My question is, given so many certifications in the Agile, what prompted you to try Disciplined Agile in the first place?
Okay. So in the last years, I became really passionate about Agile. So you should know that I started with waterfall approach, and I did that for a long time. And I always thought that Agile was not really, was not for me. When I started doing software projects, software development projects, and I learned about Agile, I found this very, very much powerful. I'm not saying that waterfall must be forgotten, not at all, but I mean, there are pros and cons. So at the end, I really found how much Agile is really powerful.
Okay.
So last year I started with, because of the lockdown. So I knew Scrum. I acted mainly as product owner. We did this Agile, this software development project. I acted as a product owner. I knew Scrum, I knew Kanban. We practiced DevOps. We practiced a little bit of TDD,
Okay.
And but last year I thought, okay, now because of COVID, no commuting anymore, no client meetings, etc. So let me take this ACP. I had the experience, and there I learned there are so many other methodologies, Ashish. But when I studied it, because I mean the scope of the exam was not a lot about those other methodologies, there were like small paragraphs in each of these, like what is this and what is that? There are some principles, okay, these are the principle of extreme programming, these are the characteristic of FDD, but it was difficult to catch really what can you get from this. And I did other certifications, as you said, I'm totally passionate about it, so I did other things, but you had like thinking, okay, how can I know more about this? I can't really learn about everything. So I knew about Disciplined Agile because of other free webinars. There were so many last year because of the of the COVID and trying to keep busy people like with some other things. ProThoughts as well did some free webinars, absolutely. So I learned about the Disciplined Agile and how I thought, okay, Disciplined Agile is my way to know when to do what. Okay,
that's
because
nice.
As you said, it's not an additional methodology, but at least I know how to move within, several actions that I can take, because they, in a clever way, what they said is, based on this context, this is what the best thing to do. So I don't have to go. I thought, okay, this is my way to not go and learn everything about FDD or what is extreme programming, etc. That's how I decided to take Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. That
Brilliant.
was great for me. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Viviane. I will pick up this for my next webinar. When to do what? I think that's a very good tagline for Disciplined Agile. I think PMI should also pick up this. So that's a nice one. Thank you so much. And I will move to Stephane. And now, while interacting with Stephane, I have realized that Stephane, you have a very rich experience in agility as well as in your traditional way of working. You try new methods as well, and you have done a webinar earlier with us, and that was pretty interesting. The webinar's name was also interesting. Does Disciplined Agile make sense? And guys, I will give you the link to that. Okay, so you can hear Stephane on that. And he actually summarized in that webinar about what is Disciplined Agile and whether it makes sense given the context in which we are working in day to day. So I wanted to see that, how do you see, a new method like Disciplined Agile making an impact in day-to-day work, especially in your work profile? How you see that?
Okay, Ashish, there are many things to say about this. First, we can copy-paste what Viviane has just saw, and at the beginning of your quite remarkable synthesis of Disciplined Agile. To answer your question, first, okay, I agree. It's the same like you and Viviane. I'm now using Agile methods since, let's say, more or less the inception of Agile.
Okay.
You speak about the contextualization, and one of my concern and one of the trigger of, this is the correct word, a real passion I now developed for Disciplined Agile, is about the fact that during all my, let's say, experience prior to Disciplined Agile skill acquisition, I think all the professionals were aware that, let's say, something was a little bit wrong about Agile. So a delta between something very promising and fantastic and a glamorization, and also tons of opportunity to spend money in quick trainings and the like. But basically, and this is a heavy trend for the moment of the market, there is an awareness that the Agile current landscape is full of great tools, approaches, ideas, and the like, but still there is something that often deliver below the expectation. So it was my main point. I really share the Viviane experience. For me, one of the biggest insights after more than 10 years using Scrum, XP, and the like, the PMI ACP training has been for me really something quite, it has been a revelation. Agile is not Scrum. Agile is more than 40 different methods, and as you explained it at the beginning of the presentation, DA toolkit allow us to pick in this enormous amounts of practices, of approaches, of ideas and the like, far beyond pre-packaged approaches that are sales on the market. Yes, you have a problem, use Scrum or XP or DSDM. Or, no, it goes further. It is about customization. So there. Below this generalization, you beautifully explained that Disciplined Agile is all about tailoring discipline, agility, so all the means we have potentially in hand to tailor them in order that they really fit to our need and organizations at two levels. The first one is the level of the project. Okay, so we can select now in the vast amount of options, we can select the appropriate tools that fit and the context and the organization. So there are 3 points popping up in my mind.
Okay.
If this is not about me, about myself for sure, but if I consider, let's say, before DA and after DA, there are 3 points in my mind. I will do the best I can to go very quickly about this. The first one, I will illustrate. In my past experience, 4 times I've been confronted to the following. I was responsible of project, okay, and the organizations and the company, for whatever reason, want to use Scrum, which is an excellent idea. However, in those 4 specific case and environment, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So this was before DA. So because I was not responsible of trying to fix this and organizational issues, but the deal was, okay, you have to deliver project periods. So I decided to switch from pure agile, which was really difficult to implement in this specific context, and to switch to a more lean approach with at the beginning, very simple Kanban board, and then to progress. So to sum up, one issue, 3 options. First, to persevere with Scrum and to crush the project. Second, to switch from a Scrum life cycle to a lean life cycle. And the third one, to hold back to traditional waterfall approaches. Okay, so now after Disciplined Agile trainings and having choose your book in a hand, now, for the same issues, I have no potentially, and we all have as project management professionals, more than 12 additional options than the one I had at that time. Wow. You can imagine the power of having this and the flexibility it gives you to really adhere to the context. So this is after DA. It is exactly the same in my experience, because it's your question, my experience. For every decision point a PM have to take when responsible of a project, the amount of options and ideas that are available really increase. Two example, very quick. At the beginning of the project, we all have to, of course, create and assemble a project team. Before DA, like any experienced project manager professional, I knew 3 or 4 ways to do it. But no, I have more than 20. Okay, I can continue. So this is about the principle. Sure. The second, I will be very quickly for the two last one. The second, it's really interesting for me. In my latest discussion and communication with C-suite and executive level, there is also a delta between before and after. before, like every one of us, before meeting executive in companies regarding agility, okay, I prepare something on a paper and pick elements coming from here and there. Now, with a tool like the DA toolkit, I really have something, let's say, robust and solid and full of additional ideas that even after 20 years of experience, I never think about. Okay, and the third and the last one, and okay, it is a little bit project management selfishing, but okay, I observe immediately at the beginning, just after your terrific training, I observe immediately that even if disciplined agile is not formally used or officially used in an organization, because they are using whatever Scrum at scale or SAFe or the like, I still can use the content and all the guidance of Choose Your War in order to increase the options and the changes for my customer to reach the goal. This is the 3 points I would like.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so nice. So I think no, coming from you, and you had tried something, I think that's wonderful. So just to paraphrase what I think Stephane is trying to say, and which he said, is that there are multiple options that Disciplined Agile provides you on a platter, which were not available to you probably by any method, and that gives you the flexibility and also removes the administrative and the whatever process overheads that you will be discussing with your team and experimenting. So you can actually choose that. And one other point, which while Stephane was talking about agile, lean, traditional cycles, I would like to quote the founders of Disciplined Agile. And in March, one of the founders was on our platform of ProThoughts webinar, where you mentioned that Disciplined Agile is an incredible combination of agile, lean, and Disciplined Agile. So it provides you that many options, and depending on the context, you can use lean, you can use agile, and I think that's something I also love, to know a lot many facets of Disciplined Agile. So great. Okay, thanks, Stephane. I think that was
okay, Ashish, if I may only add one simple thing, because for me it's pivotal. As you explained, you have many models. Okay, it's quite easy to identify, because there is a structure and an architecture in a toolkit. But there is one point I personally find utterly powerful, is that Disciplined Agile even do not dismiss or discard even traditional waterfall methods. It means so they are definitively, better than I, traditional centric based, but in case we can use traditional methods because they fit better than even the most beautiful and exciting agile method, yes, use it. Okay, this is the pragmatic side of
absolutely, because some people are so comfortable, and I had in the last training on Sunday a candidate from Saudi Arabia, and he was very comfortable in the traditional method, and he didn't want to do that. Although he learned a lot of things, he could enhance it, but he said that, okay, I have the option of moving across. So I think that hybrid whatever the flavor Disciplined Agile gives is terrific. I agree with you, Stephane. Thank you for that. And Viviane, you were listening for quite some time, so I will ask you this question. Okay, there are so many agile practices which I'm going to take from Stephane. Okay, so many agile practices available now. You have worked with the top organizations. Where do you see Disciplined Agile getting implemented, or the immediate application of Disciplined Agile in corporates or business, given the scenario we have today?
Now, first of all, Disciplined Agile, I would say, can be used. It's really a way to act rather than, it's really methodology that you have to use some way, etc. It's really a way to act. Now, if you look at the Disciplined Agile itself, you may find something that can be more software development related, but there are other things that can be even not necessarily software related, not software development related. Okay. So let me say, Disciplined Agile, first of all, can be used in any phase of the project. While most of the methodology, the most popular methodology that we know are more, focused on the delivery, Disciplined Agile would be more focused even on other phases, okay, of the project. So just think about, for example, at the very beginning, what Disciplined Agile called the inception. So whatever you do, at the end, you will need a team, okay? Whatever you do, you will need a team, because behind any project, there are people, full stop. So you need to build a team. So that's where Disciplined Agile tells you, okay, some guidelines about how to form the team and how to communicate with the team. Okay, where are they? So the question could be, where are they? Are you all in the same office, or are you all spread over the world? Because the communication can be different at that point. Okay, now there will be some things that are just default actions, okay, so some of maybe the preferred ones. And as you were saying, okay, you both were saying, nothing say that this is your binding choice, okay, that you have to never change, which also puts you a little bit of pressure, no? If you know that you are starting something and you are marrying it for the rest of your life, no? So you may feel a little bit under pressure. Is this the right thing for me or not? You can change. You can change because you see the context maybe change, and then you can change as well. So coming back to your point, there are things maybe that can be really between all the processes that you said, where Disciplined Agile forces you to think about. I like what Stephane said, and there are so many options that sometimes we don't even think about. And someone tells you, why don't you do that? And you say, oh, that's so, I never thought about this. Because we naturally think at always the same thing that we best do, okay? Something that we all know. In reality, this is where Disciplined Agile helps you with, tells you, you have so many other options. Look at them. You may do a acknowledged decision, okay? But look at them, because you may find something, oh, this one I never did. This makes sense to me. So it can be, as I said, form a team. It's something that you would have always. Communicating with a team, it's something that you have always. Coordinating.
So what you're saying, Viviane, is that we can immediately apply Disciplined Agile on certain things in the company, where like to have many options, or like to communicate, or that's what you're suggesting.
Absolutely. The options that are there have their pros and cons. You must acknowledge that there are pros and cons. You must know them, and then so that you can make an informed decision.
Sure.
That's the key thing of Disciplined Agile, which I found, because at the end they did not invent anything. So just to really reconfirm to the audience, you would not go and study an additional methodology agile related. It's a decision support system, let me say it that way. It's a way for you to make the right decision, okay? Absolutely. And no pressure, because if the context change, if you see that this is not working, you can make a change. Give a try.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's nice. I think that's a nice summary to give a try and see that whether it helps you in doing the right things. So Stephane, I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to ask typically both of you the same question. no, agility, I think is getting adopted everywhere. I think that's something where, at least people are talking about it if it's not getting adopted, and especially in Europe. And so I want to know, how do you think a disciplined agile will be accepted across the globe? Okay. What do you think are its challenges and possible opportunities? If you can summarize that. Okay. I have 5 minutes for both of you. So that's a typical question, both of you.
This is a very ambitious question you are asking to me. Huh?
Yeah.
I have the impression to be that there is a mistake. You are not speaking with a rock star of Disciplined Agile. No. There are two things, but I don't want to jeopardize your structures, but I really want to react two small points with what Viviane just said. Just 2 seconds. First of all, it's perfectly correct. The scope of a DA start from managing a simple project with a correct and appropriate selection of what really will fit, and also will allow to bypass what we cannot find in the environment. If we cannot do this, we can do another things. This is the power. And the second, DA compared to SAFe and the like are less big bang oriented. It means that you can start in a unit and then extend it. Okay, so okay. Back to your question. I don't think that there are European culture specificities that can impact the way DA is perceived or not. The first reason, as you know, European is a bundle of countries, and every country in itself have sometimes totally different culture, way of thinking, professional attitudes. The way we are working in Belgium is not the same than in Italy, and it's not the same if you are located in south of Italy or south in Belgium or north. Okay, anyway, but the point is, this being said, so I will. It's too ambitious for me to give you an opinion of this. No, but no. What is sure, and we can observe this. I can observe this in Europe. What is clear is that. With the risk of repeating myself, when you discuss with C-suite levels, they say, okay, it's great, we invest, but we are a little bit at ease with the return of our investment. And they are more and more aware that you cannot buy a ready-made, off-the-shelf agile process to implement it and to benefit of, okay, it doesn't work. So, regarding this, about the European, let's say, feeling, in my limited experience, yes, the DA really interests a lot of people, based on what I just said previously. So there is an awareness. The vast majority of executives are brilliant people, and they understand quite quickly that instead of continuing to very reassuring models and structured models, they have the advantage to work as Spotify. Spotify is the gold standard of agility, transformation, full customizations. As you know, they literally create their own agile framework. This is unique. So the trends, there is a trend in Europe regarding this. And the second point, it's really a cliche, I agree, but I'm not sure. We are all facing, and all worldwide, so many difficulties, challenges. Okay, COVID is only one of them. There is near me in my immediate environment in Europe, people say, okay, no, that's beautiful, agility and all the hype and the buzz, okay, but no, things must work. And the people I meet think or understand that Disciplined Agile is no quick fix, okay, but Disciplined Agile really can really help to move in this direction. This is the feedback I have on the market. I think generalization on the European culture. Okay, just the last point about this. In Europe, also in a public sector environment, in my experience of the European institutions as project manager, the level of the executive in the European institution is uncommonly high. It means that the maturity and the understanding of what DA can really be beneficial is ready.
Oh, okay. So, that's brilliant. Okay. That's brilliant. Okay. Thanks, Stephen. So I think you are given a little positive outlook, given the things that you have been in touch with some people. So that's great. So about DA, and that's very nice to hear. I would like to ask the same question to Viviane, and the question is the same. Like, how do you see the future of Disciplined Agile? What can be its challenges or possible opportunities as you see it across the globe? Maybe not limited to Europe, but across the globe.
Well, to be honest, I agree with the fact that Europe may be a little bit behind other regions. Okay, so I see with my limited vision, to be honest, I'm not saying that I'm a global speaker or I have the control of everything, but from what I see, there are many more, people that are certifying in the US or in Asia, in India, and probably a little bit less in Europe. I think we have in general, for example, also for PGMP. Look at PGMP. PGMP, we probably are now 3,500 in the world.
Sure.
Half of them are between US, India, China. All the rest are spread in the world. Okay, So it looks like always that Europe is a little bit behind. I personally worked a lot with people who are I'm talking about Italy, project manager, program manager, and they don't have even PMP. Okay, so there must be more, for example, from what I've seen, more culture of really taking the certification, and not because the piece of paper means for sure, it's like the degree, the bachelor, but at least it's more than others that they say they have project management professional, or they have DASSM, or they have Agile, but a global institute recognized as, the guideline, the global guideline for the profession is saying that you have, and this is something that we really need to consider. Okay, we really need to focus a lot into the certification. Okay. And to be very honest, this is not only for others. I think that this is the best for every person. It's a personal satisfaction. It's not because you have a piece of paper. So say that I have the impression that we are really a little bit behind. Okay, and I think I've seen personally that at least in Italy, certain clients talk about Agile. They like Agile. They like it really a lot. But at the end, they ask you a Gantt chart. Okay? Okay? Something like, I feel like I'm losing control. I need to know where you are, what you are doing. Okay? And So we really still have to do an extra step and convince. It's not the agilist who has this problem. It's the client who has to get to buy the idea of agile, that they are not going to lose any control. They are going to do the journey with us. Okay. So coming back to the point, I think this is the biggest challenge, the fact that we really need to put in the mind of the client the mindset of agile, okay? That they are not, they have to forget a little bit this freaking control they must have on the project. They are going to have it. We are just going to act in a different way.
Sure.
Okay? And therefore, we really have to continue, if we really believe in agile, okay, whoever believes in agile have to continue to invest in the knowledge of agile, DA included, okay, because DA is going to help us transmitting more and more the agile methodologies and the mindset, etc. Okay, we are going to, you guys are going to be helped in understanding what to do. And even if, you know, sometimes we may think, yeah, but I'm in Europe and maybe they are not doing this. We are in Europe. We are in a perfect time zone. We are always working from home. We can work from with people in Australia until Chile.
Sure.
It's not that. We have to continue that way. We
Absolutely.
have to think about this.
Absolutely.
So that's the opportunity. We said about the challenge, but then we continue because there is an opportunity behind the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not, I would 100% agree with the challenge which you said. It's the mindset. I have come across many traditional projects and they want to do agile, but they don't want to lose, for example, a control, and then the agility or the agile methods do not work.
I really had it, Ashish. The first project I did in Agile, I did not know anything about Agile. I had been assigned an Agile coach who had to tell me what to do, okay? And as I said, I did it as a product owner, and there was someone doing the program management there. And
Sure.
at a certain point, the client said, I want a Gantt chart. So we asked the Agile coach, and the Agile coach said, yes, of course you have to do. Trust me, we did sprint of 1 week. Okay.
Sure.
And every week, every Friday afternoon, we had to say, to show what we did and also show the Gantt updated. And we always had punched because we were late. You are late. And it was really a nightmare. That first project, then I started learning on my own and learned that the Agile coach was telling me something wrong.
Right. So, yeah, so we are all in the learning phase. And I think that's a big challenge to have the mindset change. So thanks a lot. Now I'm going to open it for questions and answers. And you can type everyone in the Q&A thing on question and answers. And I will going to ask our panelists on that. Just before that, I just want to suggest that there is a LinkedIn group on Disciplined Agile. And if you're interested on knowledge, updates, news on Disciplined Agile, you can join that group. I will broadcast this link on the chat. And also there is a knowledge check, whether are you eligible for Disciplined Agile, which certification, or does it make sense? Currently, we have a free coupon code where you can check your knowledge on that. I will send you both the links in a short while on the chat session. Okay, just to tell you, we have this the Scrum Master training in the month of May. I just wanted to update you guys. Okay, soon coming, and we have early bird running now. These are the list of webinars. We have almost 3 every month on Disciplined Agile. And you can join our LinkedIn and Facebook and stay connected with what's happening in the world of project management. So before I go to the question answer, just I want to know a poll from all of you. I would love to understand from you, what do you mean or what do you think of future of agility? Guys, come on. Please, everyone, please go and answer this. Thank you. Come on, only 30% answer.
Hosts and panelists cannot vote. This is not very fair, huh?
Yeah. I think one chatted. Okay, 20 seconds more. Come on, it's only 60% who are voted. The others, please be active. There are question and answers now, and already you can start typing the question and answers. I'm closing in 5 seconds more. Brilliant. Thank you so much. This is the results. I think most of the guys, 86% of the people who have voted, thinks agility is the way for future. Okay. There are some people who thinks it's a buzzword. Okay. And some people who think it's for IT. Okay. But yeah, brilliant. Okay. Let me open it up for questions and answers. Okay. And let me ask some questions here. We got a good amount of questions. Okay. One question which I would like to ask Stephane, and Stephane, let's be very crisp and short on this. How to handle hesitancy barrier of moving from traditional to disciplined agile? Samir has asked this question. Hesitancy barrier. I think the barrier, he has added one more adjective to that, but yeah, please, how to move from traditional to disciplined agile?
Okay. One of the barriers that we may meet is the false idea, and I had recently some discussion about this, that if we use disciplined agile, who is so rich and who is using so many of the potential technologies, it will be complex. Okay, that's typically an objection. And it will be more complex than to pick very organized step-by-step models like SAFe with an excellent approach. Okay. The challenge for me when I discuss about this barrier is to do the best I can to explain those people that it will be, it's paradoxal because it's really more easier to implement a customized and a flexible model like the one promoted by Disciplined Agile than to try to implement with a forceps in an organization. We will resist more strict and ready-made approaches. This is one of the barriers. Another barrier is okay, Disciplined Agile looks really great, but we already are using and we already invest in SAFe. With the risk of repeating myself, Disciplined Agile is relatively positive to the SAFe model. So we doesn't discuss about this because there are so many things to say. Yeah. Within Disciplined Agile, you have sub-tools that allow to extend or to support the correct implementation to SAFe and other models like this. So for the rest, I don't think that there are really major objections to Disciplined Agile.
Okay.
Again, I had the opportunity to and the privilege to discuss with some, let's say, top-level executive recently. They really understand and they are interested by the concept. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And there is another question which now I will ask Viviane. Okay. This is
by an anonymous attendee, but I will just ask a question that post your disciplined agile senior scrum master, what kind of organization one should look for a job? Um, so, so it's a little difficult question, okay, in that sense. But any idea, Vivian, what kind of organization would be more acceptable to a senior scrum master in disciplined agile?
To be honest, I never looked for how many job offers there are for DASSM certified. But anyway, that would be more your selling point, because you have as a disciplined agile senior scrum master, you have the possibility to offer more to the team. I don't think that there is the market who is going to look for, disciplined agile senior scrum master, but rather you can say to the organization, I have many more ideas than you may think, because I have, let's call it a Bible if we want, okay? It's my go-to knowledge base where I can get the information I need, because with this I can manage the context I'm in. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm not sure. I don't know, Ashish, if it's different in India, etc. But I think this is the great value. It's more for you rather than really. You can say, I know how to help you with business agility. That's the thing. You will never find that I'm looking for someone who knows how to help you with business agility.
Yeah, I think that you gave a very nice spin to that, and I think that's the power of disciplined agile. That you can actually start doing better than what you were today, and with your own initiative, perhaps you can make difference in your own company. Absolutely. Having said that, just because you asked this question, which companies would be more acceptable? Okay, so a lot of companies would be more acceptable because they are kind of, PMI is very strong on network. More matured organizations would be more acceptable in the near future for disciplined agile. So I think from a company leadership point of view, I think it is opening up, and I am seeing a very positive response coming from the companies. A little early to tell. Yeah.
And again, it's coming back also to my previous point, which is, if you have a certification, it's like you are saying, it's not I'm telling you I know it. Someone is confirming that you know. Okay.
Sure.
So you see, there is a difference, okay, between someone having a certification and someone not having it, but say, yeah, I know everything about Disciplined Agile, or I know everything about Scrum.
Absolutely.
Certification confirms that you have the knowledge.
Absolutely. So I am with you on that. And just in the interest of time, I'm going to take one last comment, and there were 4 or 5 questions on that. How Disciplined Agile relates to other industries than IT, and particularly construction industry. So Disciplined Agile, guys, is about giving an impact to the entire organization. And recently I had a candidate from the construction industry who attended Disciplined Agile. There was a topic like DevOps, okay, which he thought it didn't make sense, but almost 80% of the knowledge in the senior Scrum Master syllabus, he thought that he can really use it in his context that he is doing. So I don't think, one, it is only for the IT, and every business is going to be a software business driven by technology. Second, it is contextual and gives you options like how to coordinate among your team members. So that's the second part, that you can maybe not use all, but you can use a significant part. Third, okay, it is like every department, if you want to be really agile, it's not only IT needs to be agile. No, IT works with marketing, it sales, with operations, with business operations, with data management group. So all these people, if they're agile only, you will be able to deliver value sooner than later to the customer. So the idea is that everyone needs to be agile. So I kind of stop at this. Okay, and no, we can always talk more about it. It's like a debate. I understand capital project construction are little traditional. They're good, but there are a lot of things in construction which can change. Like a long plan they do maybe is not required sufficient planning. So there are a lot of things as a concept that it strikes you when you do the knowledge in Disciplined Agile. So I think it was great, Stephane and Viviane. I'm just doing, before my closing notes, I'm just doing a couple of polls, and then I'm going to give you all a claim code to claim your PDUs. Okay, so just launching a poll. Okay, lovely. Superb. Thank you so much. So and then I'm going to do another poll on the webinar. Okay. Last poll, guys, and I'm going to send you the claim code. Come on, guys, all of you.
It's a pity that the panelists cannot vote again.
I would have put also.
I had disabled option. You can actually vote, but yeah, I disabled option.
We can
Come
vote
on,
for. We can vote for awesome tiramisu, but this is private joke with Viviane.
Yeah. Okay, 5 more seconds, guys. Okay, I have given you the claim code as well. So thank you so much. And yeah, so this is some slides. So question and answers was this. Okay, if you have anything, any suggestions, please mail us at info@prothoughts.co.in and we will be happy to help you. So a big thank you for all our participants you have attended, all our audience who attended in this trying times. Thank you so much. And thank you to Stephane and Viviane.
Thank you, Ashish.
You were very cheerful.
Welcome.
Yeah, and it was really nice talking with you. I was enjoying, I was, keeping me active throughout the session. So thank you so much for your wonderful thoughts. I think we could have easily done 1 more hour. Okay.
It's really my pleasure, and I'm sure that the same for Viviane. I will not emphasize of this, but I have no commercial interest with ProThoughts, but sincerely, this is the kind of top organization. A lot of funds are highly professional, and okay. I'm very, very pleased.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, thank you so much
for this opportunity. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Viviane, and thank you so much, Stephane. Okay, have a great day, guys, and thank you all of you